and the Aztecs were flourishing during the time of the Gothic period. So when Gothic art was happening in Europe, we have the Aztecs in the Mesoamerica happening. Any questions on that or discussion? So that's that's the end of Gothic land. Do you guys like Gothic art? I'm gonna bulk a lot of things into the Renaissance. Okay, this is where you write a paper, and you're going to pick from one of them. All right, so the Renaissance covers a wide period of time. Renaissance, Mannerism, Baroque, and Neoclassical. But Neoclassical leaves the Renaissance, okay, a little bit, but it's still in there. I'm packing it in there. So you're gonna pick a piece of artwork, and you're going to do a little history on that artwork. It's gonna be a Renaissance artwork, blocked into any of these time frames. You're gonna write an essay. It's going to be a visual analysis. So let me show you what a visual analysis is. So let's talk about how you do a visual analysis. And I'm gonna show you this video. This is a visual analysis.
We're in the National Gallery in London, standing in front of Giovanni Bellini's The Madonna of the Meadow. This is a Renaissance painting from Venice, but we wanted to talk about it as a vehicle to highlight the tools of visual analysis.
So here's what we're not going to talk about.
Okay, so here we go. I'm just going to. This is the time period we're going to be discussing, okay, till the end of class. Everything now changes, okay? It's like totally different. We're in a different world. But you have to have that knowledge behind you in order to look at this world. Okay. Common era, okay? That's where we are now. And we have the past. It's very far in the past. So we have Middle Ages, and we're going to go through, these are the Renaissance time periods that we're going through. Okay, so we have early Renaissance, high Renaissance, Baroque, Rococo. They didn't add the other ones. The time periods, it's available for you to take notes later because it's on a slideshow. Because the Renaissance is the moment where everything changes. Why? What's the main reason everything changes in the Renaissance? Okay, I'll tell you. There's a couple reasons. But one of the main reasons is it becomes about the artist. It's no longer art that is just, there are artists that sign their name before this, but it's not common, okay? Even architecture, barely people acknowledge who created it. Now it becomes all about the artist. Now, of course, the artist is still painting for the church or the bakers, right? And the bakers are in cahoots with the church, if you didn't know, but you do know. So they were like either at odds or they were like handing each other money. Okay, they were all good, right? Because those are the rich people, are the church and the bakers. And mostly bakers, but anyone with money, all right? And so those become the patrons of the arts. So people like the Medici family, they have to have Christian art in their castles because they invite the popes over and their castles have the church in them and the pope usually lives, or visits, or they have a cardinal that lives there, right? So they're all intertwined. But they can paint paintings of portraits, which is a huge thing now, suddenly. And they can paint Greek mythology is a go. Anything. Everything else, there's some issues, okay? Because we still have the fear of the Inquisition. It's not that long ago, and it resides. And people are still, can be burned at the stake, and they still are. Usually in the castle, in the big area, and they have a big party over it, okay? So, a lot of women, and men too, and children, and anybody. So we have that fear. So what does that mean for the artwork? It's still restricted, right? It's still, you're not gonna go and paint something that is very heretical, right? You're not going to do that and have a patron like the Medici family give you a bunch of money. However, that are pushing the frequency fence. Remember I talked about the frequency fence? Okay, is it time up? Oh, you gotta go, sorry. Okay, we'll talk about Renaissance later.